Miranda is a creative leader at Helensview High School who takes an active role in many programs while also exploring her creativity in different artistic spaces. We sat down with Miranda to listen to her experience with trio and her path to life after graduation.
Miranda, how long have you been coming to
I started coming here in middle school, then I left, and then I came back, and I just haven't left again.
You're one of the very rare middle school to high school to college.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you've been here since how old were you in middle school?
I'd say about 11 or 12.
11 How old are you?
60.
16, yeah. So you've been at least 5 years, 6 years?
At least. I love the art room. Like the art room a lot. What else? I've been to studio. That was a really, really good one. It had like pianos and guitars. I liked the piano a lot. Then what else? I've been to wood shop. That was just creative. You can make a lot of stuff in there. You can make pens and like just anything you put your mind to, I guess.
Yeah, so you've been drawing and always had, as long as I remember, had a sketchbook going. Right?
Yeah.
Do you still keep it going?
I kind of don't put it on like a sketchbook anymore. I just kind of like try to put it out there more on like a piece of paper or like just a canvas or something.
Do you like to draw or both? Like watercolor?
I'd say I'd like to sketch and then paint. Yeah.
When are you using oil or acrylic?
Acrylic. Yeah.
You like to paint right on canvas or paper?
On canvas, yeah. I think that's better.
So when you're in art, do you do any pottery?
I used to, but I haven't this year at all. Last year I made like a chip and dip bowl, and then I made like just little fidgets, I guess.
Did you fire them up?
Yeah. Actually, sadly, when I fired my things up, it got so hot that it shattered. Yeah, it was an interesting experience. Yeah.
So do you have anything ready to fire?
No, not as of this year, no.
And did you record any music?
No, I did not, sadly. There's still more opportunities, though. Still more time.
You sing or play instruments?
I don't sing, but I can play like the piano, and I try to play guitar, but that's a little bit more harder than a piano. Yeah.
In wood shop, did you make anything?
I made like a table and like a chair, and then I made what else did I make? It was like last year.
Yeah.
I made pens. I made a lot of pens. And then what else did I make? I just made like a birdhouse and stuff like that. Just like stuff that was like being made. I was like, oh, that's cool. Maybe I should try. To create, I kind of like 3D art, like when you just have like a plain canvas and like when you start to do the art, it literally like just comes out of the canvas, just like 3D kind of style.
How old were you when you first figured out you liked to make things?
Probably like 11 or 12. Yeah, like on like 5-minute crafts and stuff. Yeah. I haven't been like studying or nothing really, but I have been studying obviously to like graduate, but in order like as of after school, I kind of just like there's too many things for me to like just pick one. I'm like not indecisive, but just I have to have it all, you know? I have to have it all. And so there's not like really one thing that I'm like set on. Kind of like everywhere, here and there. Yeah. I would say about the beginning of last year, I started getting in the kitchen as just like morning breakfast stuff, and then it went to like lunch, and then it went to just staying in there. Just like, but kitchen's really fun. You could like, there's just a whole bunch of opportunities to make stuff in there, and I try to make a lot of desserts because I'm like, the culinary class that I'm in like lunch, so I make lunch for everybody. But whenever I get a chance, I sneak in the desserts and stuff. So yeah.
What's your favorite dessert?
My favorite desserts to make are probably just some chocolate chip cookies because it's just so simple and easy. It's quick. It's like boom and it's done.
Does it get better than chocolate chip?
It does get better. It gets so much better. Like muffins, I'm talking about cake, sheet cake.
Oh.
I'm talking about a Swiss roll. It gets so much better.
You've made a Swiss roll?
I have.
With the chocolate?
Yes, the
roll?
chocolate and then the white and I've made it by hand. Yeah. Here. Joe has some things that like you just wouldn't expect. It's amazing, ain't it?
I love that.
Me too.
I love that. Now today, for example, you've been prepping for this Thanksgiving feast. Gratitude
I have.
feast.
We have been prepping all week, but you know, in the end, it came out. Everybody loved it.
Did you have a favorite that you got the
My favorite dessert that I made or helped make was the pumpkin pie. That was my favorite. And then what else? What else? I think there was like some type of beef out there that was really good. Raphael had helped with that, and Joe, I think, smoked it.
Did you have a hand in those delicious sweet potatoes?
I did.
How about the grilled cheese?
I wish, but that's all Joe's masterpiece. Joe is a complete chef with the veggies. Like, he knows what he's doing. Yeah. So this summer I went with a Indigenous bow maker. His name is Joshua, and we created a bow together out of organ ash wood, and we used all hand tools, and we spent like 3 days straight just working on this bow and just creating it. And it was actually really cool. After he gave me some like arrows to shoot with it. And then, yeah, that bow, there was another girl making a bow with me too, but she did hers, like hers was curved and then it went out. So that was pretty cool. But it took her more time. So that was cool, I guess. Yeah.
How many hours of the 3 days do you think you spent working on it? Per day?
We were there for like 7 to 3 every day.
7 a.m.
Yeah, it was probably 7 to 3.
Like the process of you harvested from a live sapling?
Yeah, so the tree, it was about the width of a baseball. It was about the width of a baseball. We had to like hack at it with like, I forgot the name of it, an axe or something. Like just hack at it and like get it down a little bit so that once we're done hacking, just like carve some wood off of and sand it and get it really nice.
What kind of tools did you use on it? Like for sanding?
Yeah, just sandpaper. Yeah.
What did you put on it to make it so
Okay, so after the bow was all done and created, Josue had went hunting and he had got bear fat. And so we used that bear fat and we coated the bows with it to just make it stronger and protect it.
That it's recommended by
Yeah, it is.
And so you use string to string it up?
Yeah, we used a string. We created like little knocks in the bow so it can like latch on and like actually shoot efficiently.
Have you ever fired a bow and arrow before?
I have.
Before that? Did you ever see or think that you'd be making a bow?
No, at least not by hand like that, or no, not at all. You know, that was actually pretty cool of Joshua. Yeah.
Would you do it again or help other friends or students from Kilo or home Kilo programs?
I would do it again. I would love to help other students create a bow. I think it's just so majestical. Like the opportunity you get to create that bow and the bond that you create with that bow is just amazing. I just started being a student leader this year with outdoor school, but the experience I had, I'd say it was a 10 out of 10. It was pretty fun there. Yeah, it was fun. I felt like a grown teenager. It was fun. I was like what did I do? I was like watching over sixth graders basically, I guess, just making sure they had everything they need and like they were safe and everything, and obviously being polite. Yeah, it was fun.
Had you ever, prior to this year, did you ever think you'd be doing like teaching or outdoor leadership?
No, my friend mentioned it to me. I was like, I don't think this is something for me, you know, I don't think this is gonna suit me. But when I got out there and I actually started doing it, it was fun. Like, I couldn't see myself not going.
Will you get back again?
Yes. I'll be going back in a few weeks, probably.
Did you bring some of your friends with you or talk to other students about your experiences?
I went with my friend Clementine. Yeah, she brought her friend Sophia. Yeah.
Very good. What do you think about the food out there?
The food?
Did you like it? Did you like any of the rituals they do? They had like good food there. It was good food. It was just like casual stuff that like kids like they ask for, like they like to eat, like hot dogs and burgers and sandwiches and stuff. Yeah, at the last night that we had to eat there, they went all out. They went Thanksgiving style. They did. They weren't playing. Like I swear there was gravy on the plate. So yeah, that was super special. And then there was like the secondary squid and stuff like that. So like a little kid actually in a squid hat would run around and like call for seconds. And that was cool. And like little duck, we'd all go quack, quack, quack. So that was fun. The kids, I feel like, had a really nice time. Like, I feel like this is something that they wouldn't forget, you know. I was happy that I was able to give them that opportunity. Kind of, but at the same time, it's like if I'm eating your food, I must trust you, you know? And yeah, a lot of people cook really good, but yeah, some people, they do need a helping hand, but yeah, a lot of people have good food. I have always been sporty. I like to stay very active. Like last year, I feel like I wasn't as active as I could have been, and I didn't like that. So I'm just like very, very active now. What other things have you done before or sports Helensview has a lot of opportunities to offer, like just the classes they give, it just gives you a lot of opportunities and like chances, you know. And then I've been on a lot of field trips with Helensview. One of my favorite field trips was probably like this program with Chill I did. It was like snowboarding. That was fun. That was fun. It was extreme sport, but very fun. I would definitely do that again.
Where do you go with the Chill program?
I forgot the name of that mountain. Mount Hood? That's it? I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it? Mount Hood?
So you've gone up there.
Yeah.
And you snowboard.
I snowboard. Well, not no more, sadly. I think the Chill program sadly got discontinued, but hopefully they bring it back again and we can get back out there.
You go up this winter?
No, last winter.
But would you go
Yeah, I would definitely go. Yeah.
Any other things like outdoor stuff, hiking?
Oh well, recently this year I want to say, Josue there was a field trip for being on a kayak, and it was my first time, so of course I was terrified. And yeah, I didn't really want to get on the boat right away. But as I watched everybody else get on and they like went across the river, I was like, yeah, I gotta get on the boat. I gotta get on. And so I got on, and it was a bit rocky, but it was really fun. Like the sun was coming out, going away. There was ducks following the boat. It was fun. I do not, sadly, but it was a nice view, pretty view.
On a lake, or was it on the?
Nah, it was really fun. It was like an hour away. I should have known better.
I didn't know where it was, so.
It was like an hour away. Yeah, it was like Mount Hood. It was really fun.
Have you done kayaking before that?
No, I have not. I would do it again. It was really fun.
Would you teach other people?
I would teach other people. I would like to give them that spirit to go in the water without being that scared as I was. It's not that scary. It's all in your head. It's all in your head.
Have you overcome some fears?
I have. There was this one field trip with Helensview, and it was rock climbing. I was too high off the ground. I was terrified, but I kept going up. Not too scared now. I would definitely do it again.
Have you ever done rock climbing before?
No, but I kept going back after, and it was really, really fun. Like, yeah. Helensview's given me a lot of opportunities and blessed me with a lot of things I could do and have been doing in life. So yeah, just very thankful. Everybody snap.
You're doing it. That is